Today is a day of celebration. So I'm really here today to celebrate my sobriety with you. Today, I am celebrating 9 years of a continuous journey of being sober from alcohol. And I'm holding right here as I speak my 1 year chip, which was probably one of my most sacred years of sobriety. And every day is a choice to not pick up. So today is another day of not picking up. My name is Brandee Safran. I go by Luna B when I'm really in consultation space. I am a women's empowerment coach, a certified life coach, yoga therapist, and astrologer. And I am passionate about supporting women to live an empowered life, a life that is where you are free to choose yourself, free to choose your decisions, free to choose embodiment and joy and pleasure. So those energies have always been very much who I am, standing for freedom, standing for pleasure. And looking back, right? Alcohol was an easy way out. Like, let me just drink, let me just party, let me just check out, let me just experience complete numbing out and pleasure. And there came a point in my life that I really felt like I was being a hypocrite, a big, big hypocrite. I was a yoga teacher and serious meditator for many years of my life, starting from the age of 16. And then around 2011, again, I became even more dedicated to at least twice a day, daily practices, up to 2 hours of meditation a day. I was studying with a really well known yoga meditation teacher, and I was still loving up my wine. So came to dinner time. While I was cooking dinner, I was drinking my wine. While I was eating dinner, I was drinking my wine. And of course, I also had a lot of girlfriends that loved to drink and party. And there was really this huge discrepancy of me as a yogi, as a meditator, and then me as this party girl. And they just did not go well together. So, do you ever feel that in your life that you are feeling deep within yourself that you are one way, but sometimes on the outside, you are living something completely out of alignment? That is what I was feeling. And I was committed to stop drinking. And then I would say, I'm committed to not drinking. I would go 2 days, 3 days. And then I found myself picking up another glass of wine or running to the alcohol stop and buying wine. I gave up hard alcohol many years ago because I realized that that was really too dangerous for me. I just liked it too much. It tastes like water, really like water to me. I could just drink it without a problem. So, my girlfriend said, well, why don't you go into the rooms of AA? You've tried it on your own and it's not working. And I was terrified. And I went into the rooms and they were not like I expected. I was greeted with warmth right away. I found people willing to give me their numbers so that I could reach out and feel supported. There was a program to follow. There was a place that I could go and talk to other people that understood what I was going through of giving up alcohol. And I was committed to really living a more authentic, true to myself, a choice of freedom from needing to pick anything up in order to feel pleasure and joy in my life. It was a tough first year. It was not easy. I had a lot of support. And because of the rooms of AA, I really understood what it meant to have a community of like minded people understanding you and supporting you and finding my tribe. And I'm so, so grateful for that community and for that journey and for myself of continuing to walk this path of sobriety. And this year is really special because we're in numerology, a 9 year. So it's a year of completions, endings, And it is, nine is my favorite number. My birthday is 9/9. I'm celebrating my ninth year of sobriety. And we're in this month of March is Women's History Month. So I love to always celebrate Women's International Day. I have a special event coming up on Friday with some of my best girlfriends, and we're raising money as well for the Underground Railway to support and end child sex trafficking. So all of this life, these choices that I live into are all authentically aligned and true. And there's no facade, and there's no mask, and there's no needing to numb out or check out from my own life, because I'm living a life of integrity, being my word, and being walking the talk, really walking the talk of living a sober life one day at a time. And it's not everyone has their own choice, right? If for some people, maybe you could have a glass of wine here and there and a drink here and there, and it just feels good for you. But if it's something that you're using on a daily basis and it does not feel good to you, then I invite you to get curious if this is something that you're curious about changing in your life. Is this habit serving you? And is it aligned with really your values of who you are? And there's no judgment here. But for me, that is my journey. It didn't align. It didn't align any longer for me. And I'm super proud. For me, I love the lavish things of life. I love things that are pleasurable. And the fact that I choose every day to just be with the simplicity of living a more simple life. I'm hardwired for an agitated nervous system. So the choices that I make to live my life in a sober life are ones that calm my nervous system. I live in nature. I have a very grounded partner that also is not a drinker. And I think that's really important, that the environment that you are in is actually one that is nourishing for you so that you could thrive. And to just check in with, is the company you're keeping good company for you? And what it is that you really, really want to celebrate in your life and what you stand for in your values. And I wanted to share a little bit about this chip, which is my 1 year sobriety chip, which it's interesting. We're in a Venus retrograde now, and Venus is the planet of money, love, abundance, and values. And we were exactly at the same place in the Venus retrograde cycle 8 years ago. Sorry about that, when I got my first year chip. And Venus retrograde is a time to really reflect on how you are valuing yourself and to reevaluate, to rekindle, to reassess, to realign to your value, your worth, what's of value, what is of importance to you. And when I think back to 8 years ago, when I picked up my first year sobriety chip, it still is to me one of the proudest moments of my life. I went to my AA meeting, to pick up my first chip, to my 1 year chip. And it was an early Saturday morning meeting. And my 3 kids surprised me and came to the early meeting with flowers. My best friends came that were not at all ever in an AA meeting, but they came to celebrate and acknowledge me. And my aunt came with me. And I went out for breakfast with my kids after the meeting. And the pride that I felt from my kids acknowledging and celebrating and not shaming me for changing or for acknowledging that I had an issue with alcohol, but they were there celebrating my journey, and they continue to celebrate and encourage my journey. It really is one of those moments that I treasure deep, deep, deep in my heart. And so I wanted to take a moment just to share today the meaning of living the inside and the outside matching, that there is not a disconnection, that if there is, and if it's around alcohol, you know where to go. A is free. It's a completely free service. And if you're looking for more guidance, reach out to me. I've been there, and I really believe that there's great support out there for you. So I want to share just a little bit about my journey today as I get to celebrate myself and celebrate all the people that held my hand when it was really, really tough that first year. And I hope that something inspired you from this chat, and wishing you a beautiful, beautiful day today. Blessings, Brandee.